retailers can do to make their platforms more appealing to brands and agencies buying their media?
Sure. To me, I think the biggest piece is transparency and reporting. I think that a lot of times you get back just very, very high level reports, and I'd love to be able to double click in to say, how does this different audience segment behave? When are they shopping, right? So, for instance, for me, I work on the Mondelez business, and that's obviously cookies and crackers. And so, the way that I would go to Walmart.com and shop for cookies and crackers on a Sunday for my stock up trip as a mom of three is going to be a lot different than maybe you would shop for cookies or crackers for a party that you're putting in your cart on maybe like a Wednesday night for a party later in the week. So how can I get to a segmentation that helps me understand when you're shopping on the platform versus someone like me? And how can I dynamically change that creative to make sense, right? So for me, it would be, stock up on lunch trip or lunch items or snacks for kids versus you with maybe like some different party thematics or recipe ideas or something interesting like that. So I think for me, I would love just a little bit more flexibility with creative as well, in addition to the reporting of how can we just kind of think outside of the very limited parameters that we're in right now.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And something I was wondering, since you're talking with a lot of CPG clients and a lot of the items that these brands represent are what a lot of people would kind of consider staple items, pantry staples. Are these brands approaching retail media differently, in your opinion, than like a laptop or a TV brand?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like everyone's trying to innovate and be creative, right? So, I mean, obviously with laptops and things like that, you think that they're going to be cutting edge. But I mean, the way that I would think about Mondelez is the exact same, right? Like, what are these test and learn opportunities that we can do? And I think for me, it's thinking beyond just retailer media networks and then also just thinking holistically about how we can leverage different media platforms to reach these shoppers and get them excited. Even though it is a pantry staple, how can we elevate that and make Oreo really cool? One of the things that we did for Target last year was an Oreo take back or stuff scan. So one of the insights that we learned was that in the sneaker world, a lot of black and white shoes are called the Oreo. And so we came up with an augmented reality experience where basically you could leverage the QR code to scan anything black and white, and then it would automatically give you a Roundel coupon. So I just think that things like that, we're trying to elevate our basic everyday household staples and make them interesting and kind of find fun tactics.